Let me briefly take you back to 2004. Anchorman had everyone exclaiming that they love lamp, and Snoop Dogg had just told us to drop it like it's hot. Meanwhile, Motorola released what went on to become one of the most iconic phones in mobile history, and now it's back. I'm Toddy from TechAdvisor, and this is our first hands-on look at the new Motorola Razr. The new Razr is Motorola's first attempt at a consumer-ready foldable phone, and it's hard not to admire the level of engineering that the company has put into its latest handset. Unlike Samsung and Huawei, who showcased tablets that collapse down into something with phone-like functionality, when fully open, the Razr sports a 6.2-inch 21:9 aspect ratio display, and when closed down, collapses down into something markedly smaller than any other smartphone currently out there. This means that the user experience doesn't have to format any differently than it usually would, meaning your favorite apps should look and run the same as they would on any other Android phone. The genius of the Razr's folding design is in how the screen tucks up inside the body when you close the dual hinge down, and when you open it back up, how two concealed metal plates lock in place to support the crease so that when you're actually using it, it doesn't feel like there's any crease at all. It feels impressively robust. The plastic OLED panel has a bunch of protective layers that feel like they'll do a great job at defending against nicks and scrapes, more so than the likes of the screen found on the likes of the Huawei Mate X, especially when you consider that when you close the phone down, the whole panel is moved out of harm's way completely. Motorola's paired the phone with a 2-year warranty and the option of an extended care package too, just to reinforce their confidence in the hardware at play here. Just like the original Razr, there's actually a second screen on the outer face of the phone, which Motorola is calling the Quick View display. You can use it to snap selfies with the phone's 16-megapixel single sensor, action notifications, talk to the Google Assistant, use Google Pay, and even control your media. Open the phone up while using one of these features, and through what the company is calling app continuity, the same experience will be available and ready to go on the phone's main display. For all the impressive material sciences and engineering at play here, the new Motorola Razr isn't a flagship in the same sense as the likes of Samsung's Galaxy Fold. It's launching on Android 9, even though Android 10 will have been out for about 4 months by that point. The camera quality from that 16-megapixel snapper out the gate doesn't seem all that impressive, and performance is a bit behind the curve too. Much like the original Razr, Motorola is prioritizing design here, so instead of a beefy Snapdragon 855 chipset, you get a much more modest Snapdragon 710 running the show, paired with 6GB of RAM. In order for the phone to remain under 14mm, coincidentally the same thickness as the original Razr, Motorola has decided to split the concerningly small 2510 mAh battery across both halves of the phone. The company's still confident you'll be able to get all-day usage from this thing, not least because of everything you can do with that Quick View display. But even with 15-watt fast charging for $1,500, it's a little worrying that this new high-end Razr might not be able to last you till bedtime. But what do you think? Does the new Razr get your nostalgia senses tingling? Does cutting-edge tech make up for middling internals? And would you be willing to pay a premium to have this phone ahead of everyone else? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so let us know in the comment section or on socials, and tune in early 2020 when we have a full review of the phone. See you then.